Hello everyone, this is Dr. Gursev Sandless and I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we are going to talk about something which is extremely common in children, but there are a lot of misconceptions regarding its diagnosis, regarding its pathology, and also regarding the kind of treatment and the timing of treatment. So what we're going to talk about today is pediatric or childhood hernias. See, a pediatric or a childhood hernia is fundamentally very different from the hernias that you get in adults. See, in adults, what you get hernias are generally because of muscle weakness. They happen either due to weakness of muscle, either following a surgery, which are known as incisional hernias, or they happen secondary to muscle weakness that happens due to old age. So they are fundamentally different from the hernias that you get in children. See, in children, what you get are what we call as indirect or congenital hernias. Now, these hernias happen because as the testes descend from the abdomen into the scrotum, there is a small muscle gap which is called as the deep inguinal ring. Now, this deep inguinal ring, if it remains open and large enough to allow intestines to come out of the abdomen and into the scrotum, that is known as a hernia. So, hernia by its basic definition is when the abdominal contents, that is the contents from your abdomen, come out of that into any other body cavity, where be it scrotum, be it skin, and it's the intestine which try to come out. That is known as a hernia. So, in children, the hernia is primarily because that particular opening, the deep inguinal ring which we call it, has not closed down in time. So there is no muscle weakness involved, there is no other pathology, and because all you're doing while doing a repair is to complete the process which nature has left incomplete, there is no need for any kind of an external bolstering to be done in these kids. So the treatment of hernias in children is simply to excise that excess sac which has formed, which contains intestines, to reduce the intestines back into the abdomen in their natural place, and then to close that deep inguinal ring and ligate that sac off. Because there is no muscle weakness involved, because all you're doing is closing a muscle opening which should have closed on its own, and also the fact that there is no muscle weakness involved when it comes to children, there is no role of putting a mesh or putting any kind of a synthetic material there. In children hernias, no matter what type of hernia they are, we always prefer doing a primary repair rather than putting in any kind of a mesh that is involved, because that's not required in children. So that's how you talk about hernias. It's as simple as that. There is nothing more to it. They are present since birth. This defect is always present since birth. Now the question comes, when does this defect manifest itself? Now this defect may manifest itself either at birth itself, it may manifest itself at 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 12 years. So we have seen all age groups when this hernia may manifest itself, and there is no predictability or there is no algorithm to predict when this would happen. But the fact is that a hernia, the primary source of that hernia, which is the open deep inguinal ring, is present since birth and does not happen later on in life. What we call as direct hernias or adult hernias are extremely uncommon in children. What we generally get is these indirect inguinal hernias, as they are called. Now, having said that, there is another common thing that is called as a hydrocele. Now see, in children, the hernia and the hydrocele have the same cause, which is the open deep inguinal ring, unlike adults where a hernia and a hydrocele are completely different pathological disease processes. In children, the deep ring is the main cause of all this. So if you have a deep ring which is open, okay, and it allows water to come outside into the scrotum, it's called as a hydrocele. And if the same deep ring allows intestines to come out of the abdomen into the scrotum, then it is called as a hernia. So in children, hernia or a hydrocele basically is classified depending upon the content. It has nothing to do with the disease process. The basic disease process remains the same, and hence in children, whether it's a hernia or a hydrocele, the surgery remains the same. The difference being that in children, when it comes to hydrocele, now if it is detected before 1 year of age, we will wait till the completion of 1 year of age before we decide to operate on a hydrocele. In case of hernias, because the content is small bowel and because intestines can get strangulated, can get compressed, can lead to a variety of complications, the treatment of hernia has to be done in a defined, planned manner. Now, as I tell all my patients, hernia is not an emergency surgery, but there has to be some sort of an urgency once it has been detected. See, people will argue that the defect has been since birth, and now if he has got it at 8 years of age, why can't we wait longer? See, till the time it had not manifested, it was not a problem at all to begin with. But as and when it manifests itself, the very fact that the contents are intestine and can undergo a complication, it's always better to get these things sorted out as soon as possible. I'm not saying that it's an emergency, that the moment the hernia is detected you admit and you operate the next day. No, but at the same time you cannot have a diagnosis of hernia and then sit at home for 3 to 6 months or trying some alternative therapies, trying some medicines on it. It's not going to work. It's a structural defect. A structural defect needs surgery. Just the way you cannot cure a fracture of a bone with medications. You need to put a plaster, you need to put a plate, you need to put a screw. The same way, a hernia needs surgery. Hernia cannot be cured with medications, I'm sorry. Alright? And it has to be done in a defined time frame. Why? Because if it strangulates or if it gets obstructed, then you're looking at an emergency surgery, you're looking at swollen tissue, you're looking at less than optimal result, and even recurrence in certain cases if it has been, the treatment has been delayed for too long. So in short, hernia is a very simple, straightforward condition. It's one of the commonest congenital defects we see in children. It's one of the commonest indications for children to undergo surgery. The surgery is very simple. There are many videos on my channel of herniatomy. It's a simple 10-minute surgery. It's a daycare procedure. You get admitted in the morning, you're discharged by afternoon or late evening, and that's about it. The child gets back to active life by next day. I've had kids who have gone to school within 48 hours, operate on Saturday and be in school by Monday. So it's a very small surgery, carries very minimal complications. You may have a little pain, you may have a little residual swelling which may remain for a couple of weeks, but as such it does not result in any downtime as far as the child's activity is concerned. So that's hernia in short. If you have any questions, any comments, any doubts that you have, please mention in the comments below and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Thank you so much.